a senior forward from Frankfort, Kentucky. That the starting five for Coach Clifton Williams in his 5th year at U-Pike. Home whites for the Lady Tigers. Campbellsville across the chest as they win the opening tap. Bailey Pettigo will run the offense. Right to left for Campbellsville if you're following along on radio. Left to right for the Bears as they are in the road orange uniforms. Back door, Pettigo to Shepard, and Madison Shepard scored a career-high 17 on Saturday, and she gets a quick start here from the conference's leading assist lady in Bailey Pettigo. Ball deflected in the backcourt. Rogers knocked it over to Gregory. Rogers passes on the shot. Entry to Gregory, back out. Rogers into the corner. Savannah, now Pettigo. Working off the elbow left side, finds Rogers on the cut. Back out, elbow jumper by Swiss. No, she'll pass on that. Drive in, shot no good, and Burbridge with the rebound. Feltner to the offensive end for U-Pike. Works away from Gregory. Middle of the floor, it's Burbridge. Left side, free on around. Frazier, 3 on the way. That is no good. Long. Stamper and her 8 rebounds a game of the board. Finds Free. Little floater with the right hand, and that's good for Free. We're tied up 2 apiece. Pettigo to the front court for Campbellsville. A little over a minute into this ball game. Rogers on the dribble, working against Stamper. Finds Gregory. Here is Pritchett. Jumper, no good. Hard off to the right, and the rebound to Frazier. U-Pike again will push. Free holds it. And Stamper driving, runs over Pritchett. That's going to be an offensive foul. Stamper takes gets hit with the foul call. It's Pritchett to take the charge, and Leanne Grider, you played with a young lady that was so good in that, in Abby Miller.
That's just a staple of Campbellsville Lady Tiger basketball. If you're not willing to lay it out on the line, you won't find much time on the court for sure. So if you can't take a charge, you're not going to find much playing time.
Courtney Pritchett has taken a number of those over her few years in the maroon and gray here. Pettigo with the basketball. Still tied at 2. Rogers gets the step on Stamper, throws up a shot, and gets the nice bounce there off glass and through. I thought there may have been some contact. Rogers might leave that short, but able to get enough on that. Left side free. Now Feltner. Gregory there waiting. Feltner again. Gregory chases her down. Here is Frazier and changed her mind. Gregory can't come up with the steal. It goes between the legs of Shepard there, and now it is Stamper to pick it up. Under the backboard, waiting is Brianna Burbridge. Burbridge kind of let that play out a bit.
They were able to scramble and still get a bucket.
Yeah, that was the old scramble drill. Here, Gregory tees up a 3, banks it in. A little late afternoon bank shot there for Savannah Gregory and Edward Jones. 3, 7-4, Lady Tigers the lead. As Shepard knocks one away from Feltner. Heavy pressure, and we're going to have a foul called here.
You know, Madison Shepard and Savannah Gregory, they turn up the pressure. If you're coming in and you're coming against them, you better be ready to handle the ball. That's for sure.
Those are 2 motors that run wide open all the time, and as if the Lady Tiger defense isn't pesky enough to deal with, you've got 2 out there that just never turn it off or take a moment to catch their breath, it seems. Free with the basketball. Burbridge inside. Nice pass to Stamper. She'll throw up a shot with the front from the hip there with the right hand that goes through. 7-6 the score. Pettigo long ahead. Finds Pritchett. Shot up no good. Pritchett gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. Rogers. Now Pettigo. Bounces. Pritchett looking. Finds Gregory inside. She is fouled from behind as Frazier gets on the back there of Savannah Gregory. That'll be the first on Frazier. Second on U-Pike.
Good job by Bailey Pettigo looking up and Courtney Pritchett running the floor. Just wasn't able to connect on that one.
Pettigo here in her sophomore season, leading the conference at nearly 5.5 assists per ball game. Gregory hits the first free throw for the Lady Tigers here. 8-6 the score. And the second free throw good for Gregory. 9-6 the count. Heavy pressure in the backcourt. Feltner ahead to Stamper here. Left side, Free with a little ball fake. Back out top to Feltner. Gregory right there waiting. Feltner drives in, finds Frazier right side of the paint, bounces to Burbridge. Shot up good for Brianna Burbridge. She was the Mid-South Conference Player of the Week in the week that these two teams played down in Pikeville. Nice start for her here. 9-8 to score. Once again, a 1-point margin. Pritchett off the elbow right side, finds Rogers down low. Rogers goes across the paint, shot up and one for Sammy Rogers.
It's a nice finish with contact. Not always easy to do, for sure.
So Frazier picks up her second. This will be the third on U Pike, and Rogers at the line to complete the three-point trip. She does. Sammy with 5 already here. She and Gregory each with 5. Gregory closing in on 1,350 points in her career. Free out top to Stamper. Inside, picked off. Too far out in front of Feltner. Courtney Pritchett there to grab it. She'll bounce it over to Pettigo. Pettigo holds it between the circles. On the dribble. Right side, Pritchett inside Gregory. Can't catch it clean. Feltner knocks it out of play. That pass just a little behind Savannah Gregory. Twelve to 8. Campbellsville leads. Pettigo finds Pritchett in the short corner. She'll dribble back up top. Gregory on the wing. Now Pettigo circles. Free throw line, driving, throws one up high off glass with the left hand for Bailey Pettigo. 14 to 8. Campbellsville's largest lead here at 6 points. Frazier now free. Back to Frazier. Free throw line, Stamper finds Burbridge. She is fouled underneath. This will be a three-point opportunity for Brianna Burbridge here as the foul will go against Courtney Pritchett.
U Pike's getting the ball in the middle and kind of being able to pick apart or hit the middle and then hit that post option. Campbellsville's got to do a better job at covering that middle for sure.
Burbridge hits the first free throw, or the only free throw there, as that was an and-one opportunity. 14 to 11. Gregory, 3. Nice. Bang! Savannah Gregory and Edward Jones, 3. 17 to 11. The Lady Tigers lead it. Sav's second three-point field goal of the ball game. Inside, Stamper tied up briefly, and we will go to the arrow, which will stay with U Pike, and wholesale changes for Campbellsville. Lauren Lee into the lineup, 5'6" freshman guard from Liberty, Kentucky. Faith and Lexi Lake, welcome back. Those two 5'9" junior guards from Harrodsburg will check in. Sarah Sutton, 5'11", a sophomore forward from Scottsville, Kentucky, into the lineup as well. And Ashley McGeorge, 6 foot redshirt junior forward from Tompkinsville, Kentucky. And let's get to know Leanne Greider. If you're new to the Lady Tiger program, 700 points all time, 571 assists. That number, I believe, is good for 4th now. I think your former teammate Caitlin Hall passed you. So we'll let her have that. Of course, your head coach,
yes,
whom you were tied with in the all-time single game list.
That's right.
She took you out before you got that 17th assist over at Lindsay. I remember that.
You know, one of my very best friends, Alexis Pester, I remember yelling at her, shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Like, shoot it, Lexi. I was so close. And then
what could have been.
And she still, to this day, brings it up. She's like, I should have shot that shot. So if she's listening, I know she's going to text me and say, you had to bring it up,
My
Lee.
bad.
Yeah.
My bad, Lee. Campbellsville stays on the defensive end here as U Pike maintains possession. The Lady Tigers with the 17-11 advantage. Sarah Sutton out there, Leanne, she's one that would not have hesitated to shoot it. Coach and I have had much fun with Sarah and her offensive game. Hopefully we'll get to see some of that.
So she hasn't met a shot she doesn't like?
She is in the gym range. Here is a shot no good by Stamper. Rebound to Burbridge, so U Pike will keep it alive here. Sutton chases Feltner off the spot. Feltner now going to be in a trap of McGeorge, and Sutton goes across the paint, finds Frazier back out free, 9 to shoot. Stamper right corner, Feltner, 3 on the way. Good for Sierra Feltner. And U Pike trims the lead down to 3 points for the Lady Tigers.
That was one of the first open looks that U Pike has had all day.
Campbellsville very active defensively and not much open space for you. But even Burbridge down low has really had to work. And we're going to foul here. Is that on Frazier? That's going to be 3. Frazier's third foul, 4 on U Pike. Frazier will have to exit, and Alexis Reed checks in, 5'5", a junior guard from Maysville, Kentucky. Lee to inbound, finds a cutting Faith Lake, shot no good, rebound to Stamper. U-Pike with Burbridge and Stamper, between the two, they average about 19 rebounds a game. Double figures for Burbridge, and Stamper a little over 8 rebounds herself. So they certainly do a good job of cleaning the glass. Here in the corner, Reed, a three on the way. We're tied 17 each way as Alexis Reed hits the three-point field goal. 3:44 to play, first quarter. Inside, Lee bounces. Sutton working against Burbridge. Nice little step back there off the block right side for Sarah Sutton. Back to the offensive end for the Bears. Reed being chased around by Lee. Finds Stamper. Burbridge kicks it out. Feltner. Free. Burbridge cutting to Stamper. She goes up. She's fouled. Shot is no good. It's Lauren Lee there called for the personal foul.
Burbridge and Stamper are doing a really good two-man game right in there in that middle. I know I already talked about it, but that's their main offense, or that's U-Pike's main offense for sure.
You go back to some of the teams that Campbellsville has had trouble with over the years, and one that stands out is Shawnee State with Madison Rideout, and what she was able to do from that spot, high post, finding stuff all across, that if you've got somebody that can run that position, you've got a shot.
Especially against a defense like Campbellsville.
Stamper hits both free throws there. Actually, she missed the first. So 1 of 2. Campbellsville leads by a point here. Sutton out top to Lexi Lake. Backdoor and threw that off of Free. First game back here for Faith and Lexi. I guess actually they only missed one. That was the Bethel contest. Sutton bounces one here on the handoff, dribble handoff to Lee, and she is fouled by Alexis Reed. Campbellsville on the bonus the rest of the way here, the final 3 minutes of this first quarter. Lee, had they went to the 4 quarters by the time you finished up, or was that the year after?
I think my freshman and sophomore years, we were in the
2 halves?
Yes, and then
okay, so
my junior year it went to the 4 quarters, because second quarter of the I'm trying to even think what game. Second quarter I tore my ACL, so that's how I know that it went to 4.
That in the national tournament you're talking about.
Yes, yes.
And ball deflected here as free throws by Lauren Lee were good. Feltner driving inside, finds Burbridge, left side of the paint for the layup. 21-20 the score here. Lauren Lee right wing into the corner. Lexi Lake dribbling out top, working against Stamper, bounces. McGeorge working, nice strong move by McGeorge, can't finish. Sutton keeps it alive. McGeorge couldn't quite grab it again. Sutton diving on the floor, trying to grab possession. Feltner comes left side to Free into the corner. It's Reed. And Feltner again, she'll drive. Free throw line stops just inside of it and gets it back from Burbridge. Now Stamper spinning in the paint, working against McGeorge. Shot no good, but she will go to the free throw line here as Ashley McGeorge hit with her first foul. 4 on the Lady Tigers. Stamper in that first meeting had 7 points, relatively quiet in the scoring column, but 14 rebounds, 8 on the offensive end. Free throw here is short. We didn't get to the series facts between these two clubs, Leanne, but Campbellsville has dominated. 75 of the 83 meetings have been won by the Lady Tigers, as Stamper misses both free throws. Coach has lost to the Bears just once. You were a member of that team.
I think I was on it. I remember it well.
More on that later. Lauren Lee driving, bounces to Courtney Pritchett. Pritchett in the paint, spinning, goes up with a shot. Nice finish there for Courtney Pritchett. Maybe threw some contact there.
Nice move. Really nice move.
23-20. Campbellsville the advantage by 3 points. Feltner pitches one. Free throw line to Stamper. Out. Reed won't shoot it. Dribbles in. Takes the long jumper. No good. Burbridge the rebound. Shovels it back out to Free. Stamper again, free throw line, kicking. Reed had a nice day at U-Pike shooting from long range. This one is off the mark, and again, U-Pike with the offensive rebound. Free to Feltner left wing, back to Free on the right wing. Entry pass, Burbridge knocked away and stolen by Pritchett. Keeps it in play, and long ahead. Faith to her sister Lexi goes up, shot no good, and the rebound to Sierra Feltner. Here come the Bears. Feltner down the floor. Far side, free, won't shoot it. Baseline, may have shuffled her feet, no call, and Reed has to jump out just to grab that one. Stamper driving, right side of the paint, throws up a shot over the top of Pritchett that is good.
Not a quiet afternoon for her so far.
Stamper has been very good for U-Pike. She's got 5. She's been to the free throw line 4 times, so extremely active. Burbridge already closing in on double figures. Lee has it poked up into the air, but able to stay with it. Faith Lake on the right wing. Lake driving, going to throw up a little, thought she maybe got caught in between there, Leanne. Wanted a little finger roll, almost a floater. Left it well short. 19 seconds to play in the first quarter, so U-Pike can hold for the final shot. Feltner threads the needle to Stamper. Shot no good, gets her own rebound. Burbridge putback is good. 8 seconds, Lady Tigers with one last opportunity. They trail it by a point. Lee down the floor, stops. Pritchett, 2 seconds, going to have to let it go. Not going to get it off in time. And that is where the first quarter will come to a close. U-Pike with a 24-23 deficit facing them heading into the second quarter. These two teams were tied at 20 in that first meeting back in Pikeville. We'll step away, take a timeout, come back and get you ready with second quarter action. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
This is the Campbellsville University Sports Network. Our broadcast has been made possible by Saloma Baptist Church, the Winters Dining Hall, Citizens Bank and Trust, Keltner Contracting, the Tigerville Grill, Campbellsville Baptist Church, Chick-fil-A Express, Taylor County Bank, and Campbellsville University.
Back inside the Powell Athletic Center, Lady Tigers trail U-Pike here by a single digit, 24-23 the score. You can see the first bucket of the ball game there for Madison Shepherd. If you're following along with our television coverage, streaming coverage through CampbellsvilleTigers.com or WLCU TV FM. Leanne Grider filling in for Benji Kelly here this afternoon, and a pretty exciting first 10 minutes of play there, Lee.
Oh, for sure. Most of their games have been blowouts, so whoops.
You need that.
I do need that.
Rookie move there. That's
well,
all
I was afraid I didn't know what I was going to say when I was off, so I had to tuck it down.
Protect yourself here. Pettigo working backdoor, finds Rogers up the left hand and gets the lay-in.
They're killing them on backdoor cuts.
How many times in your career did you call out those back doors?
Oh, as many
as many as you could get.
As many as I could.
Burbridge inside to Zaria Holler, who checked in. Hoyer a minute ago checked in. Missed that. We'll touch on her in a moment. Working with the basketball, Burbridge baseline, Hoyer, and here we've got a foul inside. Stamper and Gregory come together. We'll see who gets hit with the contact here. I think this is going to go against, they're going to call that. Campbellsville, do they call that on 20? Campbellsville doesn't have a 20.
Oh, they're saying it's a kick ball.
It was a kick ball, reset the shot clock 20. Okay.
Oh, she touched it. She touched that ball.
Campbellsville is going to get the steal anyway. It's Gregory here down the paint left side with the left hand. Shot no good. There was some heavy contact again there. I thought Gregory may have gotten pushed from behind. Sav, with that steal, continues to climb the all-time list as she is chasing down Bonita Scott. Stamper's second foul, first on the Bears. Inbound to Rogers. She'll go up with the left hand across the paint. No good. Gets her own miss. Put back good for Sammy Rogers. She is now in, she said double figures herself for getting close to it. Inside to flex one away from Burbridge. Actually, that was Hoyer down inside. And Burbridge threw the pass out top. We've not seen Mary Englert today, and I don't see Englert. I'm not sure she's on the bench, so she may not be available or on the trip, which is a big loss to this U-Pike club if she is unavailable. Reed driving, shot off glass, no good. Burbridge another rebound, missed the putback. Sammy Rogers corrals the loose ball. Here comes Campbellsville. 3-point advantage here for the Lady Tigers. Pettigo has it deflected, and it is stolen. Gregory going to be hit with a blocking foul as she tried to come over in front there of Zaria Hollier. First on Gregory, first on the Lady Tigers in the second quarter. Starting five for Campbellsville out on the floor. Feltner going to check in here for Stamper. You've been impressed by Stamper here to start, Leanne. You talked about it in the first quarter.
I have, as a freshman, especially against this 4 defense that Coach Colvin runs. She's been really good at finding the open man and just making herself open to her teammates.
Feltner with the basketball here, working against Shepard. Entry to Hollier, gets the baseline, tries to find Burbridge in front, but that ball is kicked out of play by Courtney Pritchett.
This defense just has a way of speeding you up, and I feel like Stamper has done a good job of just kind of being a calm for you, Pike.
As you mentioned, as a freshman, even more impressive
sure.
what she's been able to do. You kind of expect that when you've seen the defense maybe 3 or 4 times over your first few years, but just her second look against this Lady Tiger pressure here out in the far corner. A 3 by Julia Parker is good. Parker, the 5'9" freshman guard from Ashland, Kentucky, hits the shot to tie it. Rogers, the answer, no good. Rebound to, well, Hollier had it. It got batted into the air. Ball is still being fought for, and Hollier saves it in play. Parker has it knocked free by Pettigo. Bounces to Pritchett. Campbellsville back to the offensive end. Pritchett, left side of the paint, stops, kicks it. Shepard down to the corner. Gregory, triple on the way. That is short. Rebound couldn't be not caught by Burbridge. Pritchett leaves it with Shepard out front. Burbridge had that hit right off her shoulder, kind of threw me for a loop. It bounced into the arms of Pritchett, and she shoveled it back to Shepard for the short bank shot.
It was almost like it caught her off guard, like she wasn't prepared at all to get that ball.
It took that short hop off the rim kind of straight down and handcuffed Burbridge for sure. 29-27, Lady Tigers a 2-point advantage. Feltner works with the basketball. Gets the screen, 3 on the way. That is no good. Long board is taken by Pettigo. Pettigo pushes. Right side to Shepard. Gets her dribble back here is all that was. Pritchett holds it. Rogers straight away. Left side, Pettigo. Free throw line looking back door for Shepard. Not there. Gregory will cut right down the middle of the paint. Goes left hand off glass. Good for Sapp. Coach Clifton Williams wants a timeout here. This will become a media stoppage, so we'll step away. 31-27 the score. Lady Tigers the advantage. 6:56 to play first half. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
(31-27), the Lady Tigers lead the U-Pike Bears here at the Powell Athletics Center. Campbellsville and U-Pike, high-scoring affair here. Campbellsville trailed by 1 at the end of the first 10-minute period. 8-3, they've outdone the Bears here in the second quarter. Matt Payton and Leanne Greider, the former Lady Tiger here at the Powell Center, and the first time this season that they've had fans here in the venue, and that has been an adjustment to say the least, but nice to have some of the Lady Tigers family in attendance here today. Reed with the basketball here for U-Pike. Feltner right wing, chased by Gregory, and that's going to be 2 on Savannah Gregory here. And Savannah, the only overlap left on this Lady Tiger team from your days, Leanne. She was a redshirt your wrap-it-up season, and here she is still playing. So that's it. After this, no more.
After this, no more. I've had Sammy Rogers and Bailey Pettigo in my classroom observing me, so I know them, but Savannah's really my only overlap.
Ball knocked out of play here by Madison Shepard. Campbellsville still on defensive end here as U-Pike with Reed, the running shot. Feltner with a nice pass to Leader out in front, right down the center of the lane for the lay-in. 31-29 the score. Pettigo bounces high post to Rogers. Pritchett circling, but not open here. Pettigo again driving, shot up, won't stick. Gregory the rebound, shovels it back. Rogers from 8 feet. That's no good. Again, Gregory the board. Rogers hoists the triple, no good, and the rebound finally taken by somebody in an orange jersey, and that is Feltner. She will push. Gregory gives chase. Campbellsville, a couple of opportunities coming up empty. Reed motions the offense. Shepard defends. 12 to shoot. Collier, right wing. This is Parker. 3 on the way, no good. Short. Pettigo with the rebound for Campbellsville. She'll come long ahead. Rogers, one dribble up. Shot off glass, good for Sammy Rogers. She gets the deuce. Bailey Pettigo, her 5th dime of the ball game. Bailey at a pace to set a new career high in assists, and wouldn't that be fitting with Leanne Ryder in attendance? Shepard, the steal, up and one for Shep. Madison Shepard took it away right there at midcourt, goes all the way down the lane and gets the finish.
The game rewards those who play hard. That, no doubt about that.
Shepard, a very pesky defender. She and Gregory certainly a handful. That ever give you fits? You have those that you played against that you knew were just going to try to grind you for 40 minutes?
Yes, but I'm not going to give them any airtime.
Yeah, not gonna mention those.
No, we'll just leave that in the past.
I think I know who you would say, but I'll stick with your leave it in the past response here. Foul inside as Pritchett going to be hit with the blocking foul. That's going to be the second on Pritchett.
There's some I would just dread.
Well, we're going to have to ask Coach about this, but you still look tired to me, and I think that's because you played 193 minutes of 200 possible minutes in that national runner-up run that you guys had. So I don't think – have you recovered yet? Let's blame Coach for that.
I don't even think I really remember the 7 that I set out.
I think they were at the end of some in the second game. I think you played most of that first game, all the first game. I think you played 40 minutes in 3 or 4 of them. You played all 40 minutes.
At that point, it was just pointless.
It's a blur.
It was pointless to ask for a water break.
No, just go with it.
Just go with it.
Inside, Sutton shot, no good. Stamper, another rebound for U Pike as Feltner a moment ago hit the free throw down inside. It's a 3-point ball game and another foul on the Lady Tigers. This will go against Bailey Pettigo. 4 on Campbellsville in the period. Baseline out of bounds here for the Bears. Feltner to inbound. Looking, going to come deep into the front court to Stamper. Lady Tigers with a 3-point lead. Feltner looking, she wanted a backdoor cut there to Hollier that was broken up by Campbellsville. Pettigo spinning away from Reed, throws up a floater off glass, no good. Ball kept alive by McGeorge. Ashley McGeorge has her putback blocked. Pettigo going to be called for the reach in here, and Ginger High Colvin upset. As I think she thought that underneath McGeorge was fouled. And the foul here was not on Lauren Lee. I think it was on Bailey.
Yes, it was.
That'll be the 5th on Campbellsville. 2 on Bailey Pettigo. Hollier goes to the free throw line here for U Pike. So Campbellsville with that second unit out there now as Lauren Lee checks in for Bailey Pettigo. Free throw here for Hollier is good. Leanne, you're the math whiz, professional as they say. Well, we got maybe 40 or so Lady Tiger fans here. Second free throw, no good.
Give or take.
Not a bad turnout for.
I'm just trying to focus on my words, Matt, not the fans in the stands.
Yeah, well, it comes with time. Sutton, 3 on the way. That is no good on the rebound to Hollier. U Pike back to the offensive end of the floor here, trailing by 2 points. Feltner with Lauren Lee in her hip pocket, working off the screen. Hollier straight away, right side. This is free, driving, throws up a floater off glass, good. Tied up, 35 each way. Lee Down the court, stops. Looking for help, it's Faith Lake. Lake comes across the lane, throws up a shot that is good, but they're going to wave this off. It will be a baseline out of bounds for Campbellsville here as Julia Parker hit with her first foul. 3 on U-Pike. Sammy Rogers back in here for the Lady Tigers. Rogers in double figures with 11. Lee comes left side. Lake goes reverse. No good. Faith Lake gets her own miss, and the putback good for Faith Lake. 37-35. Campbellsville regains the lead. A little under 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Free. Spins away from Lexi Lake. Now they come left side to Parker. Hollier up top. Feltner again. Works off the screen. Has it knocked away. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with U-Pike here. 10 on the shot clock. Burbridge has sat here for just a little bit. Coach Williams giving her some rest. And U-Pike holding their own without Brianna Burbridge. 37-35. This is Free driving. She goes reverse. No good. And Sutton the rebound. Campbellsville the other way, right side of the lane. Lee steps on Hollier's foot, I believe, and she goes down in a heap. The foul here will go against Zaria Hollier. First on Hollier, 4 on U-Pike. Lauren Lee at the line. First free throw for the freshman is good. One more coming for Lauren Lee, and the second is no good. In and out. Rebound to Hollier. She'll leave it with Feltner in the backcourt. Less than 3 minutes to play first half. Feltner working against Lexi Lake on the crossover. Driving inside, goes underneath, kicking it out. This is Parker, left wing 3, hard. And the rebound taken by Lee. She did a nice job, aggressive. Feltner was going to let it come to her. Left side, Lake, 3, bang! Lexi Lake with her 162nd career made Edward Jones 3. She is one behind your former roommate, Madison Clements, on the all-time list. How about that nugget?
Really? Can't leave her open.
Can't leave Lexi Lake open. You couldn't leave Madison Clements open either, as she sits down to our right on the Lady Tiger bench here. So Campbellsville will see Faith Lake pick up the foul. Feltner will have 2 shots coming her way on the season. Feltner 64+% from the line, and you've been on. You've seen a lot of those conversations with Coach there. She was unhappy. Made the comment, "Does everybody over here have 2?" As in 2 fouls.
It's funny from this point of view. It
5 years ago, it wasn't so funny.
No, I didn't quite find the humor that I do now.
Feltner gets both free throws. Long ahead. Campbellsville had Sutton open, couldn't find her. It's a 4-point game here after the made charity tosses. Corner, Lake driving back out to Lee, and it'll be Rogers that have to chase that down near midcourt. 12 to shoot. Lee, left corner, Lexi Lake. She'll drive, and she is bumped. That's going to be 3 on Stamper, and that's a big call here at the 2:06 mark, as Stamper, who had played so well. Coach Williams may be trying to steal a few minutes there and avoid that foul call, but could not do it. And Lexi Lake goes to the line for 2 shots here. First free throw by Lake is on the way, and good. That's a friendly bounce if there's ever been one. Hollier will check in for Stamper here. Shepard also will check in for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw is hard. So Lexi threw those up in about the same exact spot. The first one just bounced straight up into the air. Less than 2 minutes to play first half. Rolling to the bucket is Burbridge. She gets the pass from Free, the bucket, and 1 here for Brianna Burbridge as Sarah Sutton hit with the contact. First on Sutton. It's a bonus situation
She's
for
one
you,
without two.
Say that again?
She's one without two.
Yes, Sutton is one without. She might be, yes.
the only one, but she's only got one.
And she won't get an opportunity for that second one as Madison Shepard checks in for her as Burbridge hits the free throw. 42-40 the score. High-scoring affair here in the Powell Center. As a point guard, Leanne, you probably preferred a game with some pace, high-scoring more so than one where you look at the scoreboard and don't feel like you're getting much done in a defensive battle as Lauren Lee gets the bucket. 44-41. Campbellsville the advantage. Feltner works with the basketball. 90 seconds to play first half. Feltner off the screen. No, rolling is Hollier. She stops and throws it to Shyla Calvert. Shyla's not in uniform and on the wrong team, so that'll give it to Campbellsville. It's actually, they're still working on the scoreboard here. 43-41. 43-40 shows on the scoreboard. Stats has 44-40. We'll get it right in a minute. Rogers inside working against Burbridge, and I guess she got the basketball. Hard to tell from this vantage point. Rogers hustling back into the play with a back tap. Lexi Lake will wait for Lauren Lee. Less than a minute to go. Lee straight away. 52 seconds here. Lee working right side to Faith Lake. Curling is Shepard. Now Lexi Lake straight away. Left side Lee again. 10 seconds to shoot. And we've got a foul inside. Oh, we're going to call, let's see here. We've got a moving screen on Madison Shepard.
Lady Tiger foul, number 3, Madison Shepard, her second.
If looks could kill. Sometimes you don't have to say anything, right?
You can say a lot without saying anything at all.
You've probably developed that skill as the volleyball coach, right?
In my experience, there's been a lot that's been communicated without any words.
I can see that. 3 by Haley Free, or was that Reed? Alexis Reed hit that three-point shot. Scoreboard has us tied at 43. Stats has it a 1-point Lady Tiger advantage. Campbellsville can hold for the final shot. Lee works left side. Lake inside Shepard, 8 seconds. Backdoor Rogers has to stretch out to catch it. Splits 2 defenders, and she's fouled from behind with 4.1 seconds to play. This will be on Zaria Hollier. 2 on Hollier. 2 shots coming here for Sammy Rogers, who has 11 points in the ball game. Sarah Sutton will check back in for Campbellsville, I think on a made Rogers' second free throw. Rogers hits the first, one more coming her way. And the second free throw is good as well. Sammy Rogers steps up there, knocks down 2 big free throws, and actually Sutton going to check in for Shepard. So Shep will exit. She's got those 2 fouls. Long pass. Rogers knocks it away from Burbridge after she was trying to pass it. That's a long 4 seconds as the final toss there. The heave by Lexi Lake goes out of play. And 45-43 will be the score here as we head to the locker room. Campbellsville, a 2-point advantage over the visiting U-Pike Bears. We'll step away, come back, and look at the stats that made up that first 20 minutes of basketball. We'll get Leanne Greider's thoughts on it as well. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network. 2 fouls each, though Ginger High Colvin thinks there are 3 or 4 or 6 more that have 2 fouls each. She was not happy in the first half. Back to play here. Stamper and Feltner working with it as Gregory will give chase. Free out front. Working off the Burbridge screen. She'll send it over to Burbridge here. Wants the entry pass to Stamper. Again, throws one up from the hip. That was a little reminiscent, not as smooth as Lindsey Bird, the way she let that go from the hip. Here as Pettigo throws one up off the side of the glass.
Similar but way different than Lindsey Bird.
Bird had that perfected in a way I've never seen anybody as smooth letting it go from the hip. Here is Shepard down the lane right side, gets the lay in. Madison Shepard with an early bucket here for Campbellsville. You know, Bird said that shot got developed growing up, her dad never really would let her score. So kind of it started on the Nerf goal at home, and it just developed over time. That's the one way she could actually get a ball on the rim. Here, Gregory, the offensive end, shot no good. Pritchett, the rebound. Stick back won't go, and we got a foul call here. That's going to be 3 on Pritchett as she couldn't grab the second Lady Tiger miss there. So 3 on Pritchett, 1 on Campbellsville. Lady Tigers with a 5-point advantage. Seems like the Lady Tigers may have upped the intensity on the defensive end here in the second half, stretching that extended zone out a little further. Here, Free inside, kicking it out to Frazier. Won't shoot it, wants to drive. Gets a nice screen, throws up a shot in the paint, no good. Rogers there for the rebound. Free hit Rogers with a rebound to open her up. Frazier couldn't make the shot. Pettigo backs away from Frazier. Gregory the basketball. Shepard gets the screen, slows down, leaves it. Pritchett at the free throw line. That ball is kicked by Brianna Burbridge. 8 minutes and 12 seconds showing on the clock here. Gregory off the Pritchett screen. Nowhere to go with it. Bounces it to Courtney Pritchett. She'll drive at Burbridge. Nice job to get Burbridge into the air. Gets her own miss, and Burbridge blocks the second attempt. Grabs it, and Stamper comes out of there with it. Feltner to the offensive end. Left side. Stops. Ball nearly taken away by Gregory. Stamper
Pikeville looks a little out of sorts right now.
Pikeville looking for some answers here offensively. Nice crossover there by Free. She got a screen. Runs over Pritchett. That's actually Rogers. It's going to be a foul on Haley Free. Sammy Rogers, the Lady Tigers' leading scorer down there, taking the charge. Leanne mentioned earlier, if you're not willing to lay it all out there, you're not going to find much playing time. And here, Sammy Rogers again, team's leading scorer, taking the contact. Lady Tigers by 5. Pettigo works with it. Right wing, Shepard. Now Gregory won't shoot it. She thought about it. Works to the right. Bounces to Pritchett. Again working back to the basket against Burbridge. Dribbles out front a bit. Driving down the lane, right side. Goes right at Burbridge. Gets into the body of Burbridge and gets the bucket, Swiss. 50-43 the score, long ahead, and that ball is over the head of Frazier. Goes out of play. Faith Lake will enter here for Madison Shepard, and Shep she's been nursing a bit of a back injury, so hopefully she is okay. We've got a stoppage here. A timeout taken by Clifton Williams. And it's a 30-second timeout that I believe will become the media, but they didn't give the signal on that, so we'll keep it right here as Madison Shepard gets some attention there from Josh Williams and Leanne. We talked about it at the top. You got your 1,000 point in high school at Campbellsville High School, and you stayed here after you graduated working in the Campbellsville Independent School System. Volleyball coach, talk to me about the volleyball team, Lady Eagles. How are they looking?
Well, actually this year, very first year, didn't really know what to expect. I hadn't even been to a volleyball practice since 2013, and actually we ended up winning All-A, 5th Region All-A tournament, and went to state. Got beat by a really good presentation team, but it was a great year. A lot to build on.
The first year always one to remember for sure. Here, back door, Pritchett finds Pettigo. She gets the bucket with the left hand. Lady Tigers with some of that action that Leanne had mentioned, seeing more of the backdoor cuts that were successful earlier here. Ball too far out in front. So the backdoor bucket, then you get another turnover. Campbellsville starting to maybe assert themselves here. Pettigo bounces to Pritchett out front. Rogers with it, left side. Pettigo looking backdoor for Gregory, not there. Gregory will come out, grab it on the wing left side. Pritchett holds it. Ball fake, wants to drive, spinning, shovels it. Gregory driving down the lane, and she gets the lay in again. Courtney Pritchett set that up for the Lady Tigers. Back-to-back plays with an assist by Pritchett. Gregory in the backcourt knocks it away from Feltner. Looking for some help here as Free goes down in a heap. And we've got a whistle. Stamper was fouled by Faith Lake.
Lady Tiger foul was number 11, Faith Lake, her second, team second.
Feltner to inbound. 54-43, largest lead of the day here for the Lady Tigers. UPike without a bucket in the second half. 8-0 run for Campbellsville. Reed, steps called. She shuffled the feet. UPike with 4 turnovers in the first 4 minutes here as Lexi Lake enters for Savannah Gregory.
And checking in for the Lady Tigers, number 12, Lexi Lake.
Pettigo on the offensive end, works to the left side, goes right at Reed. Shot no good. Faith Lake in there to grab the rebound for Campbellsville. Pritchett won't shoot it. Pettigo. Pritchett again, straight away. 3 on the way. Bang! Courtney Pritchett, the Edward Jones 3.
So versatile.
She can do it all. Pritchett with another made. I think she was 3 of 5 coming in, so now 4 of 6 from deep on the season is Pritchett. That's why she got the nickname Swiss here as a jumper by Reed that is off the mark. Campbellsville the other way. Pettigo again, left side bump, fouled. She goes to the floor. It's going to be Alexis Reed picking up the foul call here. That's the third on Reed.
Pikeville foul, number 11, Alexis Reed, her third, team second.
2 on UPike as a team, and Bailey Pettigo goes to the charity stripe here. Pettigo with 6 assists on the day. She can match that total in points with the free throws. With 2 of them, she hits the first.
I think sometimes as a point guard, you're just more keen to look for others, but it's nice to see her be aggressive and, look for her own shot too.
Pettigo hits 1 of 2, so she misses the second. Feltner bounces one ahead to Reed, and Reed driving nearly has it knocked away. Kicks it out. Feltner 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound. Burbridge gets the putback. 58-45. First points of the second half for UPike right there on that Burbridge putback. Pritchett driving, kicking, Faith Lake triple, no good, short. And the rebound to Stamper. Campbellsville with a 12-0 run to start the second half. Reed and the Bears will try to carve into the Lady Tiger lead here. Stamper inside. Burbridge goes up with a shot. Pritchett may have got a hand on that, and now we're going to have a foul on the block out. I'm not sure what Courtney Pritchett is supposed to do right there if that's frowned upon. That's 4 on Pritchett. And 3 on the Lady Tigers. This will bring us to a stoppage here. 58-45. Lady Tigers lead it by a baker's dozen. 4:36 to play in the third quarter. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network. 13-point Lady Tiger lead, 58-45 the score. Matt Payton here with former Lady Tiger Leanne Greider for the first half of this doubleheader. The Tigers coming up here shortly. And, Leanne, you mentioned it earlier. UPike kind of needed to settle down. Lady Tigers seem to maybe have the Bears on tilt right now. They are all out of sorts.
I think, like I mentioned, the Lady Bears have got to have somebody to settle the storm. But if I was a Lady Tiger, I'd just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Just keep them scrambling.
Campbellsville on the defensive end here. UPike sends it in to Stamper. Right wing, it's Feltner working with the basketball. Lady Tigers switch it. Here inside, looking for Stamper, working against Lake. Shovels it to Parker, and her jumper from about 8 feet hits the side of the backboard. Pettigo tracks it down. Pettigo to Sutton on the right wing. Sutton with Faith and Lexi Lake circling, comes straight away to Rogers. Right side, Lexi Lake, 3. That is no good. Hard, and Sutton took it away from Feltner. Looking for Lake, it's Rogers instead. Sammy Rogers driving left side off the block, gets the lay-in. Sarah Sutton kept it alive, and Campbellsville again will a little full court pressure and a nice pass by Reed to find Burbridge for the lay-in. Nice job there by Alexis Reed.
It's that left block. She just
Burbridge lives on it. Burbridge has had quite a day. I'm going to guess over half her points have come from the left side. Pettigo.
Pike switching up the defense too.
Pike has went zone here, a little 2-3 look. Rogers from the elbow. Thought about shooting it, dumps it down. Sutton gets the bucket. Sammy Rogers helped set it up. It's a nice late find by Rogers there. As Campbellsville in the backcourt nearly had Feltner in a trap. Right side, Parker, 3 on the way. That's no good. Rogers the rebound for CU. 62-47, Lady Tigers looking to extend their lead. Lake gets right by Feltner, goes up, lays it in. Faith Lake the bucket. 64-47. Burbridge, right side, and she can hit it off the right side too, Leanne, as she gets one that time.
She doesn't care as long as the block.
Yeah,
as long as it's on the block.
Is that on Pettigo?
Yes.
Haley
I think she was wanting to pass and then
took off. Teammate took off or something there.
Hey, it happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Listen to the former point guard say it happens. Maddie Boyle into the lineup for the first time. Boyle, the transfer from Kentucky Wesleyan, 5'5", a sophomore guard from Milledgeville, Kentucky. Boyle trying to mix in like a former teammate of yours, Leanne, Emily Fox, midseason transfer, trying to work her way into the rotation. That's got to be tough, not only for Boyle as it was for Fox, but also new teammates as well.
If she's anything like Emily Fox, she'll be just fine.
It'll take no time to mix in.
I learned quickly where Emily Fox was.
And
I got it quickly.
Boyle
we meshed well.
I guarantee it. That's why that assist number got so high there at 571. Left side, Boyle with the basketball. Driving, avoids the contact. Shot won't go. McGeorge the rebound. Her stick back is off the mark. And Hollier comes out of there with it. She is looking for some help and finds Haley free. 64-49, Lady Tigers by 15. Gregory defends free. Out to Hollier. Free again off the screen. Gregory stays right with her. Hollier bounces, free throw line. Stamper working against McGeorge, and we're going to have a foul called here on Ashley McGeorge.
Lady Tiger foul number 25.
And that'll be the second on Ashley McGeorge, 4 on the Lady Tigers.
Campbellsville's defense is causing U-Pike, I think it was maybe 12 seconds left in the shot clock before they even were dribbling towards the basket. So their defense is definitely disrupting U-Pike, what U-Pike wants to do.
The Bears very successful in the first half. They have been unable to match that here in the second half of play as Stamper gets both free throws. 64-51, Lady Tigers by 13. Lauren Lee with the basketball. Finds McGeorge, high post, back to Lee, right wing Boyle into the corner. Gregory, now Boyle again, free throw line Lee, and she throws it out of play. Lauren Lee may have seen that official standing there with Rogers, so we'll cut a little slack there to Lauren Lee. And again, I know the point guard beside me will cut some slack.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But I think with a 2-3 zone, sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh, this is awesome. Easy shots, but it can just get you so out of rhythm. If you're used to running your offense against man, seeing a 2-3 zone is so different.
Here is a jumper by Haley Free that is good. Haley Free trims it back to 11 points, the advantage for CU. Lee, high post, free throw line is McGeorge, and Rogers tried to send that over to Gregory. I think it got deflected, knocked away. Here comes Feltner. Boyle nearly a takeaway. Feltner able to stay with it. Reed skips it right side, free. Jumper, no good. Ball batted and taken here by Gregory. She will push. Feltner does a nice job to get back into the play. Rogers, the trailer, back to Gregory on the wing right side. 3 on the way. That is no good. Rebound to Stamper. And Stamper now with a half dozen boards. It feels like more than that. Spinning away from Boyle. Nice move by Stamper down the middle and gets the bucket. And a ball taken away by Reed. Campbellsville with 10 on the game clock here. Left in this third quarter. Avoids the bucket from U-Pike. Boyle, 5 seconds. McGeorge working, kicking. Gregory, 3 on the way, is hard. And that's where the third quarter will come to a close. So U-Pike
new life towards that
8-0 run. They closed on an 8-0 run. That's what I was trying to get to there, Leanne. It was a 12. No. You that was fine. Campbellsville started on a 12-0 run. Looked like they were going to take control of this game and give U-Pike credit. Battled back 8 straight to end that third quarter to kind of keep this thing at a reasonable distance here as they head to the fourth period. So we'll step away, take a timeout, come back and get fourth quarter action started. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
A champion doesn't get days off. It takes determination and drive to realize goals. From long nights to early mornings. From the courts to the classrooms to online. At Campbellsville University, this is why we play. This is how we learn. This is where champions are made. Find your calling for a life change at campbellsville.edu.
(64-55). Campbellsville leads, heading to the fourth quarter here by 9 points. Lady Tigers send their starting 5 out there. Sans Sammy Rogers, insert Faith Lake.
And U-Pike's still in that zone, so be interested to see the offense as opposed to against a man.
I don't remember the last time the Lady Tigers saw a zone off the top of my head. The Tigers have seen it a couple times this year. I can't remember if Bethel may have played a few possessions of zone the other night. Pettigo looking here, 8 seconds inside. Pritchett, and going to have steps called there. She spun right into Hollier and shuffled the feet there. Going to give it back to U-Pike. Campbellsville again with full court pressure here. Feltner does a nice job breaking down the defense, coming ahead. Right side free, bounces to Hollier. Looking for a cutting Stamper, and I believe that might be the third time tonight Courtney Pritchett has got an Adidas sneaker on the basketball. Free to inbound. Again, U-Pike without Mary Englert here this evening. Reed nearly lost the handle on that. Shepard flies back in, tries to get a piece of it, but gets the bucket.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Bank that one in. Left wing, Gregory. Straight away, it's Pettigo. Kicking it into the corner. Shepard won't shoot it. One dribble left. Long 2 is good for Madison Shepard.
She's had a really solid, from what I looked at, she played really good or was point leader against Bethel and then has played really well today.
Backed up, she's backed up her first career start with another nice outing in the starting lineup here as far side a turnover. U-Pike steps out of bounds. Lexi Lake will enter. Sammy Rogers going to check back in.
And number 33, Sammy Rogers.
So Rogers in for Pritchett. Lexi Lake in for Madison Shepard. Pettigo bounces right side to Gregory. Campbellsville with the basketball again after that U-Pike turnover. Pettigo, left side, Lake, back up top. It's Pettigo. Working her way inside. She spins back out. Open left wing 3. That is no good for Bailey Pettigo.
She's got to keep shooting that, though.
And here Gregory and Stamper get tied up. They're going to call a foul on Gregory as Campbellsville thought, they were tied up a bit. Initial action was looked like Stamper kind of shoved Savannah, and then that's the situation. Second person gets caught kind of deal. Savannah had fallen down. Stamper falls over Gregory, and Next thing you know, it's a foul on the Lady Tigers senior. So that's 3 on Sav, first on the Lady Tigers in the period. Here is a 3 from Haley Free. That is good, and it's a 6-point ball game. So Campbellsville was up by 16 or so. 17, the largest lead at 64-47. U-Pike on a 13-2 run since that point. Pettigo back out to Gregory. Here's Rogers backing away from Feltner. They'll bounce it to Lake, looking for a cutting Gregory. She's got her. Shot won't go, but Stamper going to be called for the foul, and that will now put her at risk, as that is her 4th. Checking in here for the Lady Tigers is Courtney Pritchett. Faith Lake will exit. Madison Shepard will enter here in a moment. Gregory's first free throw is hard off the back of the iron.
On a completely unrelated note, this team kind of reminds me of my freshman year, where we had so many people who could play. You know, you weren't relying on one person to play 30 minutes. You were just, she was throwing us in, we were just rotating in. This team kind of reminds me of that freshman year. It was like Katie Allen, Ellen, all of them.
Ball is loose on the ground here, and we're going to go to the arrow. No, timeout taken by Stamper. So Gregory misses both free throws. She is very frustrated with herself. And U-Pike will be on the offensive end here when we get back. 66-60 the score. Lady Tigers lead it by 6. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Campbellsville University is accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges to award certificates, associate, baccalaureate, master's, and doctoral degrees. Contact the Commission on Colleges at 1866 Southern Lane, Decatur, Georgia, 30033-4097, or call 404-679-4500 for questions about the status of Campbellsville University.
The Lady Tigers lead U-Pike here at the Powell Athletic Center. Matt Payton and former Lady Tiger point guard Leanne Grider here courtside. Leanne, of course, the young lady that was orchestrating that national championship runner-up finish back in 2015. One of the great moments in Lady Tiger basketball history, that comeback win against Bethel. Leanne, that's got to be one of your favorite Lady Tiger memories ever.
One of my all-time.
Doesn't get much better than that. Down 17 with 15 minutes to go. Campbellsville here on the defensive end, going to force the turnover here as steps called on Free. Is there a moment in that game, though, you're like, it's just not meant to be, not going to happen? Or was that too soon, 15 minutes too soon?
I think this culture, though, that Coach Colvin and Hootie have established, there's a never say die attitude. If you're down, if you're up 17, down 17, you're going to play hard and you're going to execute the offense, and you're going to stick to our core values. So anytime you're in a Campbellsville Lady Tiger basketball uniform, you're never out. And I think that's just such a credit to the program that they run, is they instill that in their players, that we might be down, but you're still going to play hard and you're still going to execute our game plan. Two teams trade turnovers as Campbellsville was called for steps as well. Then U-Pike has the ball deflected and stolen by the Lady Tigers. Right side three, Lake, bang! Lexi Lake right in front of Madison Clements, who she ties for 9th on the all-time three-point list. And I'm going to give Bailey Pettigo some credit, too. Looking for her teammate and creating.
Campbellsville nearly again had a turnover there. Here Feltner stays with it and banks one in from straight away, driving down the paint. Pettigo looking for Rogers, couldn't find her. She's got Lake, left side three, bang! Lexi Lake now one behind the all-time leader, Andrea Deaton-Smith, on the three-point list. 164 made Edward Jones triple, 72-62, just like that. Campbellsville back up by double figures. Feltner inside, spins away from Pettigo. Turnaround shot, no good. Batted out by Rogers, taken by Pritchett.
A lot of those 50-50 balls, Campbellsville has control.
Shooter again, Lake, no good on that one, and it's free the other way. The entire Lady Tiger bench had stood up waiting for that Lexi Lake three to go down. Driving is Reed, gets the step but couldn't get the finish. Pettigo to the offensive end for CU. She's tied her career high with 9 assists. One more would put her in double figures for the first time ever. 72-62. Pettigo bounces to Pritchett. Pritchett back out. Pettigo straight away. 3 short. And the rebound batted out by Pritchett. Pettigo to Lake. Long 2 is short. And the rebound will go out of play. I thought Lexi Lake was going to tap that back to Bailey Pettigo. Couldn't do it. Bailey Frazier back in. Haley Free will exit. Morgan Stamper going to check back in. For Campbellsville, Shepard, Lexi Lake, and Bailey Pettigo check out. Lee, Gregory, and Boyle in. I think Pritchett left as well. It was Faith Lake in. So Rogers, the only Lady Tiger to remain on the floor. Burbridge back in for U-Pike. Feltner in the backcourt, working away from Gregory. Comes long ahead to Reed. 10-point margin, less than 5 minutes to go. Reed driving, kicking it to Feltner. 14-footer, no good. Rebound is, we've got a scrum, and are they going to go jump ball? If so, I think it's Campbellsville. Nope, Pikeville's possession. Campbellsville's kind of pointing the other way. So 10-point game here. U-Pike keeps the possession. Reed will inbound. 4:44 to play. As this ball is deflected by Gregory, Feltner will win the foot race, but oh my, they're going to call Sav for a foul. Feltner grabbed the ball and took a few steps. Looked like an obvious walk, but
it looked like football.
It looked like, yeah, it looked like the receiver who caught it and got out of bounds real quick. Sav picks up her 4th.
I don't know how there's a foul out of that, but.
Reed working against Lee, kicks it out. This is Feltner again, and this time she connects on a 3-point effort. 72-65. Campbellsville leads it by 7. Lauren Lee runs the offense. Lake, left side, Boyle. She can shoot it. Throw it away. That is short. And we get a foul underneath on U-Pike. Sammy Rogers was fouled by Stamper, and she's fouled out.
That'll be it for her.
Her 5th personal foul. Team second. Checking in for Pikeville number 30.
So 2 on U-Pike. Lead inbound. Faith Lake to Maddie Boyle. Now Lee with it. Lee right side to Shepard. Bounces. Faith Lake looking. Boyle left block. 7 to shoot. Boyle tries to get it over to Shepard. Rogers kept it alive. 3 seconds. Faith Lake going to let it ride, and it's short. And Burbridge coming the other way, and we've got a foul in the backcourt here. Boyle fell into the legs there. She reached in and fell into the legs of Burbridge. So Boyle's first. 3 on Campbellsville. Boyle, Lee, Shepard, and Faith Lake check out. So you've got the Lady Tigers out there that have started more games together than any other grouping this season. Of course, Pritchett and Lexi Lake have missed contests, and Reed gets kind of lost there. I think Campbellsville may be trying to switch that defensively, and it's a 4-point game.
I think she was supposed to stay with her.
So a little miscommunication defensively, and Pettigo has it knocked free by Reed, and we're going to have a foul called on Bailey Pettigo. So 3 on Pettigo, 4 on CU. Shepard back in for Gregory. 3:27 to play in the ball game. Campbellsville leads it by 4. U Pike has been really good of late. Reed falls down. Oh,
they've got her with an offensive.
Call Reed with the offensive foul. So they say Reed got the arm extended. I didn't quite see that, but that's going to be 4 on Alexis Reed, 4 on the Bears. Check that. That's 3 on the Bears in the fourth quarter. Campbellsville, you get the feeling they really need a bucket here. Pettigo driving, avoids the defenders, and gets the lay-in with the left hand. Bailey Pettigo with 9 assists in the ball game, but that time going to do it herself. Frazier, left side Reed, open again. 3 in and out, no good. Rogers the board. Pritchett down the floor, slows it down, leaves it with Pettigo here. And a 3, Lake, in and out, no good. Rebound to Pritchett.
Nice offensive rebound.
Rogers triple, no good. And Lexi Lake the board, stops, kicks it to Shepard. Up
nice
top,
job.
Pettigo will reset it.
Smart move by Shep to get it back to Bailey Pettigo and reset the offense.
Pettigo has picked up her dribble. Lexi Lake back to Pettigo here. 5 to shoot. Into the corner. Shepard will drive, skips, left wing. Lake 3, no good. Ball deflected and taken here by Burbridge. And Shepard a little slow getting up. And we've got a timeout taken by Clifton Williams here. A full timeout. 6 points the margin. 2:10 to play the basketball game. Lady Tigers lead it by 6. This is the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Take a look at Campbellsville University's campus with us, right here on WLCU TV, Campbellsville, Comcast Channel 10, and Digital Channel 15.
(74-68), the Lady Tigers lead U Pike here by 6 points with 2:10 to go. Matt Payton and Leanne Grider here at the Powell Athletics Center. Campbellsville will take a long road trip down to Freed-Hardeman on Saturday, so the Lady Tigers love to get this one here at home. They'll go back to the western part of Tennessee. They knocked off Bethel there last Saturday. They'll try to go down here in a day or so and defeat Freed-Hardeman. Nearly a 5-second call as we return to play here. Faith Lake blocked that shot from behind. It hit the stanchion there and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with U Pike.
It's still hard for me to adjust that Freed is in the Mid-South.
Yeah. As Frazier finally throws one up to Burbridge. Touch pass back to Frazier. Here Reed with it. She will drive and throws up a shot that is good. Nice job by Alexis Reed. She's hit some big buckets in the second half for U Pike. Pettigo brings it down the court for CU. Bounces left side Gregory. Back to Pettigo. Still a 2-3 look defensively for U Pike. Faith Lake. Now Pettigo. Backdoor. Gregory catches, goes up. She's fouled by Hollier. So Sav will go to the free throw line. 4 on U Pike, 3 on Hollier. First free throw is good for Savannah Gregory. 75-70, 1:35 to play. Second free throw is good.
A stop right here goes a long way.
Campbellsville needing to come up with a stop, as Leanne Grider mentioned. Reed on the dribble, and we're going to have a hand check here against Gregory, and she's fouled out. So she and Morgan Stamper have fouled out of this basketball game. Gregory, of course, for Campbellsville, Stamper for Pikeville. Lexi Lake will enter. Madison Shepard also in. Free throw here by Reed is good. So Sav's day ends with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Now 358 steals all time. Second free throw good for Reed. 76-72, 1:24 to play. Pettigo with the basketball. 2-3 zone for U-Pike. Lake to Pettigo. Now right side Shepherd. Back to Pettigo. Left side Lake. Pettigo, high post. It's Pritchett spinning. 13 seconds to shoot. Pettigo shovels it back. Pritchett bluffs it. Now out. Lexi Lake, 7 to shoot. Pettigo right wing 3. That is short. Shep the rebound for Campbellsville. Rogers dribbles in, goes up, blocked by Burbridge. Less than a minute to go. Burbridge down the floor, shovels it back to Feltner. Campbellsville leading by 4, and Feltner throws one up high off glass that is good. It's a 2-point basketball game. And they're going to put a little time back on the clock here. And Lee, this game kind of changed with that 2-3 zone. It really slowed Campbellsville down. U-Pike didn't go to it immediately out of the break, but once they did, midway mark of the third quarter, it's changed it a bit.
It's kind of shocking that a 2-3 zone in the college game saves you, but
yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
You never know what's going to work.
So they put 45.7 seconds on the clock, or at least that's what they're aiming for. They've got 45-7 up there now. Campbellsville with a 2-point advantage. U-Pike going to play this out, looking for a stop. Campbellsville with several offensive rebounds in this game. Just looking for the number, couldn't find it. Rogers bounces inside. Pritchett goes up, shot blocked, but it goes out of play by Frazier. Blocked it, went out of play, last touched by her. Lady Tigers.
13 seconds on the shot clock too, so got to get it in and get a shot off.
18 offensive rebounds today for Campbellsville as Pettigo pitches it in to Shepherd. Shepherd will wait. Pettigo has it. 10 seconds to shoot. Pettigo bounces. Rogers working, bumped, out. Lexi Lake, 2 seconds, 1 second, and timeout by Coach Ginger High Colvin. And I think once she saw Lexi retreating to grab that with a couple of seconds, she was going to try to salvage a half-decent look here with 15.9 seconds remaining in the basketball game. 1 second on the shot clock. It's a 2-point game. Lady Tigers lead it. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
School is a lot different right now. Some days kids are learning at home with their parents' help. And
some days Elmo goes to school. To stay healthy, Elmo wears his mask and stays apart from his friends.
That's right. It may be challenging, but remember, when things get tough, to take a slow, deep breath. We are all in this together.
Yeah. Come on, Daddy. It's time for school at home.
Caring for each other because we are all in this together.
(76-74). Lady Tigers lead by 2 points. 15.9 seconds to play. Campbellsville with 1 on the shot clock here, and Leanne Grider brought up a good point as soon as we went to break. Underneath or sideline, it is a sideline out of bounds for Campbellsville, which makes it a little more challenging to get something going towards the rim. Pettigo in Lake. Did she get it off? They'll say no, it was no good. And I think that's, if you had 1.9 on the shot clock or 1.1, might have been a big difference there. And
do you go for the win or do you go for the tie?
I think if you're U-Pike on the road, I think you take, if you get a good shot, you take it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a 3, you live with the result.
I think if Alexis Reed is taking the 3, I'll take that.
Yeah, that would be the scary thing for Campbellsville if you allow Reed a look here. So 13.6 seconds, and they're going to add a second.
And they've got to be solid defensively. They don't want to put them on the line.
Yeah, Campbellsville, U-Pike is in the bonus. The Lady Tigers with 5 fouls already. Feltner the basketball, 10 seconds. Pritchett switching up top. Feltner keeps it. She'll drive, throw one up. Shot is short. Ball in the air, and we get a foul over the back on Zaria Hollier. And that's a tough call to make, and if it goes against your team, you hate it. But, and I couldn't really see it. I know there was some contact. You just hate to see it called at that juncture, but them's the breaks. And this is Courtney Pritchett at the free throw line. 2 shots here goes a long way to hopefully sealing this for CU. Feltner had a pretty good look down there. Leanne tried to bank one in and just left it a little short. Pritchett's first free throw is good. One more coming for Pickett County High School's Courtney Pritchett. 3-point game. And it's a 4-point margin. So the Lady Tigers can't lose this in regulation, barring a miracle. Burbridge will throw one deep to Hollier. Left side to Reed. Spins and throws one up that nearly bounces in, but it's off the mark. And the Lady Tigers see Courtney Pritchett grab the rebound. Lady Tigers win it here 78-74 over U-Pike, and what an effort.